Hey, what's up, YouTube? Isoka here with another Transformers figure video for you. And this time I'm doing, as you can see, Studio Series Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime. Here is the box. See the movie. Blah, blah, blah. I'm actually recording this video with my brand new webcam. I don't have a camera. So we're gonna see how this goes. But here is Sentinel and a cat in all their glory. You meowed too right when I did that. Ah! As I tried to get the camera to chill out. But yeah, Sentinel Prime. Sentinel. Let's see how well the zoom is on this thing. The quality's definitely better, but no zoomy on Sentinel's head. Makes me sad. Oh well. Anyways, he comes packaged in robot mode. He does come with his pink shield and his two blasters. The blasters can also be stored on his arms like Seekers. And he does have a bonus, I guess you could say, his battle mode from the movie. Flip out these little lasers. I think it's just supposed to turn or something, but I can see the pin. Okay, yeah, there it is. So it does, they do kind of turn, but it's kind of snug. It's kind of snug, kind of tight. You do flip this down and you can pull up his battle mask if it wants to come up, which of course it does not. So we get the handy dandy scissors out like we do. But that is cool. Gets the mask like so. You put that there. You do come around to here and you can open these panels if I can get them. Everything is snug on my figure. So I don't know if you got the same experience that I am having with mine, where, like I said, mine, everything's, a lot of the joints are really snug, except for when they don't need to be. Or when they need to be, they're not. Okay, pull this out. And then you also can pull out the thrusters. And then you put in the toe and you just kind of do this, and it has, and you can kind of do that one scene towards the end of the movie where he's all like, I'm a badass, even though I'm about to die. Spoilers. You know. Etc., etc. But, I'm gonna put these away real quick, even though the bottom part. But that, other than that, like these yellow panels here kind of serve no purpose. The battle mask, the shoulders that are kind of like puffing out like this, like that kind of, they kind of don't serve a real purpose. Other than that, it's cool that they did it, but kind of funny and kind of pointless. But yeah, he's not a bad looking figure. He looks pretty good. He is a Voyager, so he is a bit more expensive before the tariff prices are going to raise, you know, Hasbro prices to about $35 right now. So 35, 40, he'll probably go up to about 45. knowing how prices usually work. But anyways, transformation, simple enough. You turn the head like Transformers like to. You pull these arms down, another really snug thing. But once you do it a couple times, it will loosen up a bit. So there's that first part. Come around to these wings, and you can actually untab them. And bring this whole panel down, and bring this panel up, and then it sits in like that. Come over here, do the same thing, snap into place, like so. And then, what you want to do is take the nose cone, and there are going to be, there's these two pieces here, and there are some slots. I don't know how well you're going to see. New camera still doesn't zoom in for shit. Probably because it's a webcam and not a camera, but you get what you get. And unfortunately, I'm on a bit of a budget. Now, to see the joint or the connection spots, you can pull these shoulders down. They're going to go down anyways in the transformation process, but just gonna have to finagle to get these posts in. And I've noticed something else that I kind of don't like, is that there are already kind of a little bit of stress right there. What I'm gonna do next is the next part of the transformation anyways, or part of it, where we're gonna move on. We're gonna fix this in a minute, but we're gonna tab these legs together like so, and that's gonna allow us to bend. Well, it doesn't allow us, but we need to pull back on this back panel. And this is another piece that's really, really tight for me, and I don't know why, but if you see down there, you can't, but there's a piece there. Like that, this piece here. And going up, it's really tight, but coming down, it's not too bad. So bend that down, and then there's two tabs here that goes into here. And you're just gonna tab it all together if it wants to. And now it should let me now come back up here to this piece and finish. See, then it goes in. So I actually think it's easier to do it that way. Take these shoulders and pull them down. Here too. And then there is a slot right there for a tab right there. This is the part where I was telling you where, like, these are not tight when they should be, because they're like, they'll go in but they won't stay, and then other things are too tight, and so they'll get in the grooves. And then you'll also do right here, and then there's a little slot right there and right there to plug it in. You may have to move some stuff around to get it to fit properly. Let's see. Get that to fit in like so. Get this to fit in like so. And you're basically almost done. Just gotta come around to the feet and pull these down. Pull out the thrusters. Push the feet back and sit them down like so, and then come over here. Oh, skip the step. Technically, there is a slot down there for a tab right here to just kind of fully secure the wings together. And then you just bring these up. And then you're done. I like it. I like the figure. I see what people are complaining about. There's a lot of visible robot, but it's kind of like with the Air Raid figure, where there's a bit of the robot that you're going to see. But if you're playing with the toy, you're probably going to play with it like that. You know, there's going to be angles. You're not going to be flying him like this. You know, that's not kind of how it works. And then also, if you were displaying him on, you know, a display, you might have like a stand under here to hold it up, or, you know, you're just sitting it flat. You know, you're not turning him over and laying him like that. So, you know, for the weapon storage, you take a shield and you plug it in there. I really appreciate storage. And then for the blasters, there's these little tabs on the side here. They plug in. They're kind of snug, so they are actually a little bit of a pain to get out, but still, that's probably a good thing. Means you're not going to lose them easily. Yeah. I like him. I think he's a cool figure. I think the Transformers 1 figures have been really good. Are there little, like, odds and ends and pieces that I don't like about them? Yes. But, for the most part, I think they've been pretty damn good. Back in the robot mode, like with a lot of figures, it feels like the transformation back in the robot mode is faster. At least that's just my opinion. Flip out the toes, pull back the thrusters, push them down. Pretty much the feet are more or less done. Come up to the wings and kind of push up, and it kind of just untabs this piece. It untabs the arms, so it kind of does half the transformation for you. Next, you can undo the head piece a little bit just to give you a head start. Bring the shoulders back up, and they sit in pretty easily, like that. You could bring this whole back panel up now. And let's see if it's going to be tight again. Yep. But it does go. So, you know, just a bit on the tight side. Oh yeah, split the legs. And now you can bring the cone down like so. Take the wings, fold them back up. There's a slot back there. Same for this side. And I'm missing the slot. There, like so. And then push up the arms. Push up the arms. And turn the head back around. The shoulder panels do like to come undone for mine. Maybe your figure will be snugger. And then again, you could put the shield on here. You can also, what you can do, if you want to, with the shield and the guns, is you can plug them in. Actually, I think that's the wrong way. Yeah, that's the wrong way. Plug them in like this. This would be cool mode if the figure had come with the sword that Sentinel uses in the movie. But, yeah. Actually, I think I am going to just do that. I'm going to plug it in like that, and then just hold the shield out like that. indentation in his hand. So yeah, that is the full transformation for Sentinel Prime. Like I said, cool figure. I don't have any problems with him, really. I love the blue with the gold. There's even like little, like, kind of, I don't know how well it'll come up in camera, but like even the gold has a little bit of a kind of like a sparkliness to it. Oh, also I forgot to mention, you can tab these pieces in if you want the kind of the wings to kind of hold a little more. You could kind of tab it in, or at least kind of have it hold it in place a little bit. Not really a part of it, but it's something you can do. But yeah, Studio Series Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime. Pretty cool figure. I got mine from Walmart. I've seen him at Walmart. I've seen him at Target. I see him online. As far as I know, he's not going to be hard to get yet. We'll see. But, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.